everybody, Coach Neil Melanson here. I got Sean with me and I'm shooting a video for Hayabusa. And what we're doing here today is I'm going to show you a K control and how do I use it to take the back. And there's a few ways I use it, but this one's pretty, it's not difficult, and I find it very successful. It's not a lot of hiccups to it. Now, K control is something I put together. Being at Hayastan, everybody worked a style of K control because of leg locks. You know, the Hayastan was a leg lock gym, so we wanted to be able to attack the whole body from guard. I named it K control, K standing for Karo, because Karo was one of the few guys that was really slick off his back. He just didn't like being there. So he wasn't there much in fights, but he was actually pretty slick there. And he's the one that kind of got me doing it, so kind of gave it after him. So what we're gonna do today is, when you're doing K control, like there's a lot of ways to do it. Sometimes in MMA I use it if they're like posturing and trying to hit me, because I gotta protect myself. But it allows you to kind of work the whole side. You got like the near far gift, you got head control, both sides, and you got like different styles of cross grips, and you got the legs. So I'm gonna just show you a nice little reversal. So when he's here, I use the right tool for the job. Like if he's sitting down and I can come up, I'll come up. If he's driving forward, I switch. I fight him where he's at. I don't always try to force the technique. It's too exhausting. So we're here, we're fighting, and then basically I'll look for my head control or whatever, and what I'm doing is this. It's basically, I'm hooking the leg, I'm curling under his back, nice and low, I'm getting my foot on the hip, and I'm keeping my knee in the middle of no man's land. Okay, and what I'm doing here is, see right now I can already read him. The way he's grabbing my arm, there's a Kimura here, there's a triangle here, there's cross grip setups here, and there's leg locks here. But it's all gonna be fast. You can't look at K control as like a trapping system. Like you gotta move. You gotta move, interpret, and dance. You can't sit there and be like, take your time. So normally what I'm looking for is this or the head. Like that's most of my triangles are right here, or I love the double wrist lock right here. But this arm in a fight, this is the one that's gonna hit you a lot. Because if he tries to hit me with the right, I can defend it. You know, I can create that space. And my legs aren't relaxed here, they're flexing. So a lot of times this is gonna be your grip, whether you're here or you're here, okay? So from this K position, I'm gonna go up to prevent myself from getting hit, and I'm gonna get a good cross grip. Now when I get this cross grip, I'm gonna pin it to my pocket. I'm gonna pin it to my pocket. I'm gonna create space, and I'm gonna bend. You see how I bend like this? I actually want him to come down, okay? Because now he's hovering, he's driving forward. So when I'm in this position, I'm up, I'm protecting myself, my knee drops to the inside, and I collapse. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spread my legs, and I'm gonna lift. Now from here, I'm gonna sit up. As soon as I feel like his shoulder's gonna hit, I need to keep his butt from coming high. So I actually let go of the leg, and my leg's gonna come up, and I tight waist. So I keep this wrist. I don't ever bail on this. My leg is actually gonna step through, but don't worry about being countered with leg locks, because you have a wrist, and in real life, I'm gonna already be here. I'm already gonna have his back. So this leg is actually gonna start to come down, and I'm gonna go for my tight waist. Now right away, I'll take advantage of this, because I like hammer locks, and I'll just start driving. But let's look for the back, okay? From here, I'm gonna lock my grip, bail off, and I'll get my second hook and look for my choke instantly, okay? It was a little difficult on that angle. Right here might be better. Okay, so we're grappling. I'm having problems controlling him. He's starting to drive in pretty good. I protect myself, and I'm working. I get my cross grip. Now, when he comes in, I collapse. He comes forward, I spread, come up, and get my position. It's gonna be nice and fast, and actually with MMA gloves, it actually is a pretty good grip, because you kind of slide in and hook yourself onto the glove. It's like a one finger cheat. okay? One finger cheat. All right, so let's do it one more time. I think this angle might be the better way. So I'm hand fighting, I'm having a problem. I hook, my knees come in, I create some space, and I start looking for my checklist. What do I want to grab? Am I looking for my triangle setup? Am I looking for my Kimura? Whatever I'm doing. I come up, I get my cross grip, I pin it. You don't want it out here, pin it. Knee comes in, I relax, spread, come out, drive his arm down. Tight waist, retract. Now you can try to finish or just lock at the throat. Right away, drop my hip, second hook, keep your hands up nice and high by the throat, pivot, one-on-one, finish one-handed, or just do a traditional. Very fast, and when you do it, it works great. Because usually if you're in that kind of guard position, in MMA, he's going nuts, so it works really great. Grappling competitions, K-control can be a little trickier. It's only because they can be more patient. You know, when you're playing K, you want your opponent to be slightly bent. When he's bending, you can steer him like a big bus, okay? But if he's like heavy and very postured, it's very difficult because he's gonna let you move around him, okay? But as soon as I can get him driving forward, I can steer him. And how you do that is, in case you guys are having that problem, is remember, he's still between your two strongest limbs, okay? You still have a hard angle. So when I'm here, if he's like being patient, I'll just be a bit, you know, I can just move him around if I want. You know, I can bring him back. He starts driving towards this leg. I'll start locking up triangles. It's like you gotta remember, it's not like one technique then the other. It's jerky, it's mean, and you gotta be aggressive. So it's not like a slow 1-2. You're gonna be switching. I talked about it a lot in my book, Mastering Triangle Chokes, if you can get it. If you can't find it, it's gonna be reprinted soon. But K-control has a really good purpose. It's just really based on what kind of style you are. If you're a fast kind of guy, it's great, you know? So make sure you have a good trapping system, meaning control-based system from guard, and you have a good open-based system. It doesn't matter which one it is. I like K-control. I think it's fun. It works good for me, but toy around with it. And getting to the back like that isn't hard. It's really not that hard. You just have to toy around with it a little bit. All right, so good luck with that. Thanks, Sean, I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next Hayabusa video. Subscribe to Hayabusa's channel right now and check out all my Grand Marshal videos. The ones that you don't tune in for, and if you don't subscribe, your training partners are gonna learn it, and they're gonna tap you out with it, and you're gonna feel like a fool. Do it now, watch them all, have a blast. I'll see you on the next video.